On Saturday, the caucuses would be held here in Kansas. Kansas can help move this country forward toward a political revolution. You are living in a country today that has a corrupt campaign finance system, and the result of that is that we end up with a rigged economy. You got major Wall Street institutions, some of the most powerful institutions in America, that are based on fraud. But here is the most important point. Some kid in Kansas, some kid in Vermont gets picked up with marijuana. That kid will have a police record which will stay with him or her for the rest of their lives. Yet if you are an executive on Wall Street whose illegal behavior helped to crash the American economy, resulting in millions of people suffering, losing life savings, losing their homes, losing their jobs, you know what happens to you? You get a pay increase. Together, we are going to create an economy that works for all of us, not just the 1%. One of the differences between Secretary Clinton and myself is how we raise money. Secretary Clinton has several super PACs. She has raised, just in the last reporting period alone, $15 million from Wall Street. We do not have a super PAC. We don't want the money from Wall Street or corporate America. We have received, up to this point in the campaign, 4 million individual contributions. So I am not indebted to Wall Street, the drug companies, the fossil fuel industry. I'm indebted to millions of people for that 27 bucks. I want to say a word, because I am aware that I am in Kansas. I want to say a word about bigotry and discrimination. All of you know what the settlers did when they first came to this country to the Native Americans, and that oppression goes on today. How does it happen that we have more people in jail than any other country on earth? The people in jail are disproportionately African American, Latino, and Native Americans. We're going to invest for our young people in education and jobs, not jails and incarceration. And I promise you, as president, that no president will fight harder to end institutional racism. We are listening to workers throughout this country who are telling me they can't make it on 8, 9, 10 bucks an hour. And that is why I believe that we have got to raise the minimum wage to 15 bucks an hour. We are listening to senior citizens in Kansas, Vermont, and all over this country who are trying to make it on $11,000, $12,000 a year. We are not going to lower Social Security benefits. We're going to raise Social Security benefits. This campaign is listening to young people all across America. Why does it have to be that I leave college $30,000, $50,000, $70,000 in debt? If we're going to compete in the global economy, we need the best educated workforce. To make public colleges and universities tuition-free and to substantially reduce student debt is an expensive proposition. It's about $70 billion a year. How are we going to pay for that? We're going to pay for it by a tax on Wall Street speculation. After Wall Street's greed and illegal behavior nearly destroyed this economy, Congress bailed them out. Now it is time for Wall Street to help the middle class of this country. Some people out there, including my opponent, says, well, Bernie's a nice guy, but he's not electable. Let me refer you to many, many national polls which have me beating Donald Trump and beating him badly. And in almost, not all, but most of those polls, I beat him with bigger margins than Secretary Clinton does. Standing together trumps dividing us up. Community working together to help each other trumps selfishness. And most importantly, we will defeat Donald Trump because love trumps hatred.